Hey everybody, and welcome back to Pixel Junkies.
Oh, hey there.
We're playing, what is this, Fallout 3? Which also came out in 2007?
Yep.
2008? 2008? 2007?
2008.
Okay.
Late 2008.
Are there sharks in the water? I can't remember.
There's fish and stuff. No, I don't think there's, actually there are sharks, I think. But I think that's how the game, prevents you from leaving the island.
Oh, is it?
The shark shows up, yeah.
Oh, I'll do it.
Well, I have to go all the way out where those trees are to do that.
Fine.
So, well, I can go around the side of the island. When I get to the other side of the island, I'll do it. Oh,
There's
yeah.
a dude there.
There is a great cover there, buddy. Just in the middle of the street there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Good shot. Good shot. Good shot.
Oh. What's this? Oh, it's another fucking truck. I have no health left.
Did you know who was originally going up against? Who makes Humvees? Was it General Motors?
Yes.
You know who went up against General Motors to make the Humvee, like the replacement, like that vehicle that was gonna replace the old Army Jeep?
I don't know. Fucking.
You'll never guess.
Citroen.
No. Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's called a Lamborghini Cheetah, I believe.
Right. Yeah, I know about that thing. Was it called the Cheetah?
I'm pretty sure it was called the Cheetah. I don't know why they didn't go for it, because then the Army could have been driving around in.
Yeah, but that was before they were fucking. They had a reputation for being supercars. Before then, they were like.
Was it?
Yeah, before then they were like farm equipment and sewing machines.
I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure they came up with that contest in the 80s.
Oh.
Which absolutely was when. Oh man, good job, good job.
No, I think they came up with stuff before then. Maybe it wasn't, but I thought it was. They came up with like super rare, like open top military vehicles, which is retarded. Why would you have a, you know?
Yeah.
They look like dune buggies or something. Like I know Humvees are kind of open top and stuff, but they were just completely unsecured. What is this thing doing? All right.
You just hear, I
need to censor this. There's some fucking blood all over the inside of this. Fuck you. Oh man, he made a thump.
Thump, thump, thump.
Right.
I liked how the vehicles had like localized damage in this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
It's an APC.
No, it's another Hummer, but it's gonna explode. They're all dead. Bye.
Explosions aren't that great.
What?
The explosions aren't that great.
It's pretty good, man. What are you talking about? 2007 technology. It was a tire. Look at this. I'm still pretty impressed with all this.
This is one of your favorite games.
No. It's probably one of my favorite shooters.
What's your top 3 favorite games?
Oh.
Besides
right
Elite, because
now?
everybody knows that's.
Yeah, Elite's up there. What was that? Oh, these little mushrooms. Look at that.
Let's say the ground textures look really nice as well.
Yeah, look how high quality that is. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to give you a definitive top 3 just off the top of my head. That's kind of shit how the rock just farts out into the ground. I don't know. I mean, like I kind of like games that break the mold a little bit, or at least try to.
So like Sonic Adventures.
Yeah, totally Sonic. Just, I mean, it can be a, you know, like a tried and true genre, but it'd be cool if it did something, you know, interesting. Like The Darkness, I thought was really cool because it took like a narrative.
Someone played that.
To, you know, another level. And I think it was, you know, one of the first games that really got me invested in a story. So I really enjoyed it for that.
Was that to do with the guys like? Or is that the game where the dude's all like, "I'm the darkness"?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not. He's a cool character. He's not like piece shit emo or whatever. But he's.
As the first game
dark.
that Yahtzee ever reviewed was The Darkness.
How's it?
Yep. As he describes it, back when he was licking the residual sugar off of Werther's it was disposed Werther's wrappers for nutrients. Living in the YMCA.
Alright, what is this guy doing here? Now, I want to try these melee kills. Oh, okay, there's guys right there. Alright, well, let's try a little bit more of a reasonable approach to this. Oh, that's the wrong one. If I can. Because I'm usually terrible with these set pieces. How do I grab him?
Just punch him. But do like the super punch, so like you just see some dude like, ah!
Oh shit. I don't know what the fucking grab button is. I thought it was the same as grabbing. What?
It's a grenade.
That's fine. I thought it was the same as grabbing objects, but apparently it's not. Let me just check the controls.
I think it would have been more receptive to Star Wars had we not done it directly after the worst thing we've ever done ever, which was James Bond.
Yeah, it probably didn't help.
Never ended.
Probably didn't help. But, you know, like, that is a hard game, and it doesn't have any cheats for it, so... That's what happens.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a fucking video game. Why are there so many assholes? Especially when it's a video game, you know, that relies on having shit controls be part of the difficulty. Oh,
that was the worst thing about that era of video games, that they were like, oh man, let's make the game difficult by giving it terrible controls. No, how about make the game difficult by making it, you know, the challenge actually challenging, instead of, like, walking forward in a straight line should never be a challenge in a video game.
Yeah, and yeah, when you start taking that away from the player, it's not really their fault for being hard, you know, for being bad at that point. Like, if you can have an intuitive game that has, you know, that is also difficult, like, that's hard to do. Oh, Jesus. That made me blind for a second. Granada! Korean, I don't know, I'm screaming like that.
What was that from? This is Russian. Anytime somebody you throw a grenade at somebody Russian in a video game. Granada!
I'm out of ammo. I'm out of juice. Yep, that's a hell of a grenade, Adam. This game also had a tack launcher, which was fucking amazing, and I love playing with it in the sandbox mode.
Can you not get in the campaign?
You can, but towards the end of the game.
One of the coolest mods I ever saw for Fallout 4 was the hydrogen bomb launcher. It was the nuke gun that fired the what were they called? The little boys?
Fat Mans?
Is that what they're called?
What are you talking about? Fallout?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fat Mans.
Yeah, they fired the Fat Mans, but
Little
instead
boys.
it was a hydrogen bomb. So instead of being like a 1 kiloton bomb or less or whatever it was like a 50 megaton bomb. So he launches like bunk. And then you just like the whole sky is orange at this point. You're like, fucking Jesus.
Yeah, I love that. You kind of do that, like, sort of same thing with the attack launcher. Make it nighttime, make it like super pitch black nighttime, and then just in like a minute, and the whole fucking sky is a mushroom cloud.
Have you ever seen the testing from the original like Trinity test that they did? Any footage? I mean,
I'm sure I've seen footage of it. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I like watching documentaries about old like nuclear testing and stuff, because they really were out of their gourd. What the fuck was that?
I hit a box and I guess it hit me, and it hit me so fast that it killed me. That's fine. Fuck all you assholes. At least now we can try this again. Can you pick up bodies? Nope. Alright.
What was the thing? Was it stealth activated? Was that the thing from the second game? Stealth active camo activated.
Why did you say active twice? He does the voice in this as well. So
Camo activated.
maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
When you do stealth, it's like sounds like the Predator.
That's cool. Yeah, they had cool sound effects for that.
Yeah. Also, I loved how the dude like controls. It's like, are we evil? It's like, well, what? No, we're not evil. Why would you say? It's like, well, anytime I do something in the suit, it sounds like Dr. Claude. Listen, maximum armor gadget. See, I'm a bit concerned by that. You got nothing to worry about. Listen to what happens with mine. Yeah, you've activated the stealth mode, Heil Hitler. Yeah, I think we're the bad guys. I loved in the second game being able to go into like super strength mode. You just like hit a guy and he's like shoots across the level.
I don't know what the button is, but he hits him.
We're taking like a bit of car, like a trash can, and like hawking it at him at Mach 2, and he's like, oh Jesus, that dude died horribly. Man, I can't talk without fucking up. I'm terrible. Aaron, why do you have me on this channel?
I'm trying to fix your problem, man. Try to speed your minute. Come on. I'm on armor mode. I was on armor mode. Oh my sweet and okay.
Oh my god, it's spreading. Just run through.
Does 5 quick save? It does.
Right,
Get rid of my silencer so I can actually have a bit of fun. Alright, okay. Jesus. Oh!
Oh man, I can already tell this is gonna be a great series.
Nah, we got it. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Rage is, you knows I was raging.
Calm down, man.
One thing I don't like is the enemy combatants take too much damage.
What?
The enemy combatants can take too much damage. They're just human. They should be able to, you know, get shot once or twice and then die.
Yeah.
And then when the aliens come along, it's actually like, oh my god, they're taking like a full clip to take down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, especially because these aren't the main bad guys, but you do spend most of the game killing them, so.
I liked how the aliens was something that was like, except for the fact that they're foreshadowed heavily in the opening. Came out of left field. It almost would have been better if it was just came out of left field. Like, oh my god, there's aliens.
Yeah. I think it might have been, people might have been like, okay, that was kind of predictable though. Like, why do we got these guys in turbo suits shooting at Koreans?
Yeah, but then the big twist is like, oh, the Koreans have their own turbo suits.
God damn it. They have their own turbo suits.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they do in the second game?
What do you mean?
I thought there was like in the second game they stole some of your tech or whatever, and the Koreans had turbo knockoff suits or something.
No, that's in this game.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind. Been a lot. Jesus, it's been a long time since I played either of them. So, there you go.
Oh, that dude almost ate knobs there. How many? Not even facing the right way. It's like, hey guys, look, I can walk backwards.
Oh shit. Yeah, you see like 8 guys get gunned down from people running around a corner, so they all run around it backwards. Oh, where are they? Alright.
Blah. Is this the game where you can like put like underslung grenade launchers and stuff underneath your guns?
I don't. Maybe. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. I think it has to do with like the loadout at the beginning. I don't think you can.
Some guy in Canada wants to make the AR-15 an unrestricted gun for Canada, which I think is a stupid idea. But you know, and somebody was like, "What's the difference between an AR-15 and a like what is it?" I'm like, "Well, it's like a civilian mode of the M16." It's like, "Do you remember the gun from Predator? That was an M16." It's like, "No, it wasn't." I'm like, "Yeah, it was." Like, "No, it's an AR-15." The gun from Predator that what's his name uses. Who's the main guy in Predator?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know, but his character Dutch that Dutch uses in Predator. That apparently it's an AR-15. Had no idea.
Oh.
I thought it was an M16.
So why would they use the civilian version?
I don't know.
Because movie?
I guess. Might have been because it was lighter or something. I don't know.
Yep, F is definitely not change view mode. Press F to change view mode, gets out of the car. Okay, so let's go down. Oh.
Fucking Jesus.
I thought I could just drive over it. Oh, man. Watch out, sandpipers. Sorry.
You just killed an awful lot of birds.
Well, whatever ones were under the wheels.
Boys.
What are you doing? Okay, there we go. What am I doing?
Yeah.
You said last time you wanted me to go out and get killed by a shark.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to see if that's what happens.
Wee.
Yeah.
Do you have infinite breath? I can't remember.
Maybe. Probably.
You can swim really fast.
Yeah, I think there's a bug actually.
What's that?
Because I'm using
Oh man, you're getting shot at.
Yeah, there's a boat behind me.
Have you ever seen the SpongeBob movie? I don't understand why you have, or you would have.
No.
There's a bit in the SpongeBob movie where they're on some human beach and they're trying to get back to Bikini Bottom, which is where they live. Like, Patrick, how are we gonna get back to Bikini Bottom? And it's like, don't worry, I can help. And fucking David Hasselhoff runs over, and they're like, who are you? It's like, I'm David Hasselhoff. And they're like, hooray! So they get in they get on David Hasselhoff. And he starts just and like Bikini Bottom is in the middle of the ocean, like literally in the middle of the ocean. So he starts breaststroking. Towards out in the middle of the ocean, and when he gets out far enough, he doesn't breaststroke anymore. He just does this, and he's just behind me, you hear as his feet are moving, and he like jet propels himself forward.
What kind of crackpot nonsense is that?
What?
What kind of crackpot nonsense is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a totally bug in this game.
There's a what?
Oh, okay. I just got shot with a missile. I think. Yeah. Well, yeah, the bug is if you have speed mode on and you just swim under the water, you just keep going as top speed all the time, even if you have 0% speed. That's what I was just doing.
It's funny if you like you built up speed that way and then you just like shot up into the air. I read online somebody was like, I come up with the most powerful D&D weapon, and they're like, what is it? And it's like, it's called the Serfdom Railgun, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So in this is a 5th edition thing. As a major, as an action, you can get a character to move you can get a character to pass something to another character as a major action. So what you do is you get 1,500 serfs or servants or whatever to line up in a row, and each one of them passes on the same turn, passes like a torpedo or like a javelin or something to the next guy. And because one round takes 6 seconds, even though it's traveling like 100 meters or whatever it is doing it in 6 seconds. So by the time it leaves the last person, it's going at like Mach 10. Somebody did the math, and you just throw it at a building and it. So all I need to do is get like 100 dudes to like stand in line and to march forward.
Seems pretty overpowered.
Also, there's the fact that you need 100 dudes to pull it off.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, did you not hear that part?
I thought I didn't know you needed 100.
We don't need 100. You need a lot though in order to get it to go with like that speeds.
Oh, okay.
So like the more that you have, so if you had like 10,000 dudes and they were able to move, and let's say each dude is, so each character has their own space. It's moving 5 feet. It moves. So there's 10,000. So okay, let's say there's 1,000. It moves 5,000 feet in 6 seconds. Comes out at the last guy, hurls it at like Mach 10 towards an ancient dragon. The dragon just like is good, like just mists in the air.
that even possible? Like,
no, it's so stupid. I was trying to pass it off. Like, no, seriously. Like, you could use this to kill the Tarrasque. I'm like, what? Everyone's like, you're out of your goddamn mind. Yeah, you're breaking the. You're using the limitations of the game medium to make this totally stupid weapon.
Yeah. Fuck all of you.
How terrified would you be if you and like your entire squad's like, the enemy's down there, sir, and you start sending rounds like down at the guy, and you see him take like 5 or 6 rounds, and he drops behind the rock. He's like, okay, we got him. Go up and check the body, and he gets back up again and starts firing. Like, oh my god, like, wouldn't you be terrified?
Yeah, but they also got these turbo suits, man.
Yeah, I know, but like these guys aren't expecting turbo suits.
I'd be more terrified just from the suit. I'd be like, alright, well, we're fighting fucking Iron Man over here. Fuck this.
Watched Civil War again a weekend ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Good movie.
Still good?
Yep.
Still holds up from earlier this year?
It does.
Or was it this year?
I think it's one of the best of the Marvel movies, and that's saying quite a lot at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like when I saw it, I felt like it was a...
Here's the problem with it.
Good superhero movie, you know?
There's 2 problems with it. One is that woman is like, my son went to Sokovia to build homes for the homeless, and he died because of you. And I'm like, you do realize it wasn't the Avengers' fault. You know, it was Ultron that destroyed the city. They were there to help. Ultron would have destroyed the thing had the Avengers been there or not. Now, granted, Tony Stark made Ultron, but at the same time, at that point, Ultron was the one who decided to destroy that city. Does Tony have some part to play? Yes, but he's ultimately not the bad guy here. It's like everybody's
like... Yeah, but he made Ultron, though.
Yeah, I know, but then they're like... it's like, look how many people died in New York. I'm like, what are you talking about? If the Avengers hadn't been there, more people would have died.
Yeah, New York, yeah, I can see that.
Like, all the other... Anyway, it got ridiculous. And the only other thing that bothered me is I wish Cap had at least tried going the other way. Because in this one, they're like, here's the Sokovia Accords, sign these, please. And Cap's like, no, I'm going to be a stubborn dick for no reason. Which is fine.
Yeah.
And he, but it would have been better if he tries it for a little bit, and it ends up being that, like the first mission, or like after a couple missions, he's like, the last 3 missions that we've done haven't been rescue missions, or haven't been, protecting people. They've been taking out America's enemies. We're America's paid super hit squad. I'm not doing that. It's compromising my integrity. And then Iron Man's like, well, we're not the people. We don't have the choice. We don't have the ability to make that decision. It should be up to people who are elected or like the people in charge. Like, well, sometimes the people, and that's when Cap's like, sometimes the people in charge are wrong. You have to just stick with your own morals and guns. I felt like that would have made Cap's argument a little bit stronger and Cap's point of view, if you know what I mean. If they showed a reason why the Sokovia Accords wouldn't work, but it just said, nah, these won't work, and everybody's like, yeah, they won't work.
Yeah, but I think Cap gets an exception to that type of rule because his whole character is sticking to his morals, like,
I guess, but they never showed
America, full power America.
Yeah, but they never showed why these Accords.
No, because they also they kind of wanted to keep who the bad guy was up in the air until like the 3rd act of the film, and you're like, oh, fucking Cap was right the whole time.
Yeah, I know, but I felt like if they given a chance to show that, and they may not have it so that like that the Accords are bad, but just have it so that they're more morally gray. Like, don't have like, it's like, all right, Cap, you're the new commander of the Avengers is like Worm-tongued Blackheart. It's like, with the Avengers under my control, my plans will not fail.
They'll never work.
And Cap's like, I don't know, but if it had been like, instead of being under the control of the UN, if like, from this point onwards, you'll be under the control of the U.S. military. And so instead of being like, at that point, then they become the U.S. military's hit squad. And Cap's like, well, how is this any different from when we worked for S.H.I.E.L.D.? It's no different. I'm just, I'm violating my morals here because somebody says that this guy has to die, when really, I'm not killing people for I don't want to be America's, hitman.
Yeah.
I felt like that would have been a bit better.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Speaking of which, though, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started the other day. Actually,
season 4?
A little while ago, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Season 4.
Looking forward to that. I need to watch season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I'm very behind.
I was gonna watch it, but I got caught up with the Elite Beta, so I'm gonna get caught up on it now.
All right. Anyway, we should probably end.
Yep.
All right. See you later.
We'll continue this next time.
Bye.